Abundant wildlife, a strong economy, and vibrant modern cities like Gaborone make Botswana one of the special countries to visit in Africa. For the past decade, Botswana has played host to the Toyota 1000 Desert Race, the premier event on the MSA Off-Road Championship. Sunrise and the now customary early morning start for the off-road fraternity. Last-minute checks and adjustments were the order of the day in a tension-filled environment.
Well, we got a 7-minute class lead today, 7.5 minutes on the next guy in our class. The overall lead we've got is about 5 minutes. We're not as worried about the overall lead as we are about our class lead, because the overall lead doesn't count so much for the championship points, whereas the class lead is to where we're going to get our points from. So if the guys are going to come up behind us this morning, we're going to let them go. We don't want to break our car. We want to get to the end in as good a position as possible.
France Senior started the first loop, and Junior would take over at the midway point, a proven race-winning strategy for the Chepex. This year's Toyota 1000 was characterized by the largest spectator turnout in the history of the event, with the route lined with people for almost a kilometer.
Well, we're going to try and go a little bit faster today. We sorted a few minor problems. The other thing yesterday was to get the car to the halfway mark in one piece. And then this morning, I mean, it's a whole day of racing left, so we'll see. And I think we can maybe better our times today.
Puebla and Leek had a distinct advantage over those starting behind them. With the Chepex 7 minutes ahead, the Nissan Bear would have a relatively dust-free run. Puebla took it easy through the corridor of enthusiastic spectators. The Chepex had so far not put a wheel wrong, and it posted the fastest time of all competitors between marshal points up to the service point. Immaculate preparation and competent driving made for a winning combination. Shamir Bariawa and Zahir Baranya had got by Carolyn in the Mitsubishi and Puebla in the Nissan, and were now chasing hard to close the gap on the Chepex. Atang Makahanani and Evan Hutchinson had also got by Carolyn and Puebla and were running third on the road in the Hellman Logistics Jimco. They would later be forced to retire with mechanical problems. Puebla and Leek were concerned about the front differential on the Nissan hardbody and took it easier than they would have liked, but still held on to the lead in the production vehicle category. By contrast, Neil Woolridge and Kenny Stolthammer were mounting a charge in the V8-powered Ford Ranger. The vehicle was well suited to the sandy conditions and had so far not missed a beat. They couldn't afford to relax for 1 second because Bucks Carolyn and Henny Testiga were closing in fast in the ex-Dakar Mitsubishi Pajero. Greg Harvey and Boy Stone from Queenstown started in 13th place and had made up 6 places in the Queen Motor Spares Jimco, but hot on their heels were Farad and Lawrence Duplessis in the Chenoweth. Mark Corbett and Ron Moore were still in control in Class D in the Petronas Isuzu, but were starting to come under pressure from their Class D rivals. One such rival was Pitt Hasbrook in the Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser, who was steadily closing in on the Isuzu. Another was Shumi van Vieren, who had also made up a number of places after losing more time with electrical problems. Here van Vieren was running in the dust of the V8 Vacation Vans Jeep crewed by Arthur and Scott Abraham. The Jeep boasts a sophisticated suspension that handled the rough conditions without any problems. Another breakdown for Shumi van Vieren and more valuable time lost. He certainly was having an up and down run. More drama as Puebla and Leek retire the Nissan with a seized front differential. The Jeep would also later retire when the gearbox cried enough. Hannes Puebla had difficulty masking his disappointment. Drama too for Harvey and Stone. They would eventually retire with suspension damage. 2 punctures and a broken front differential on the Barker Performance Products Land Rover dropped Cliff Barker and Malcolm Hubert way down in the placings. Barker fought back to eventually finish third in Class T. John Weir-Smith and Jeff Minnett started the race in 83rd place and had moved up to 15th place at the overnight stop. The Kopanong Jimco wasn't in too good a shape with the gearbox and engine playing up. Hein Puebla and Parrot Prinsloo had dropped down the Class D rankings, but were fighting their way back into contention in the ballot value Nissan hardbody. The reigning Class D champions would eventually move up to 2nd place in class behind leader Corbett. The 15-minute holding area at the service point gave crews a chance to relax before tackling the final 250-kilometer loop. As was to be expected, first into the holding area were the Chepiks, who'd built up a 16-minute lead.
Well, we've had an awesome loop. I was looking forward to driving this loop this morning because my son drove it yesterday, and it was very nice. It was rough, and but the path had been widened quite a bit yesterday. It was very thick when we went through first, and we had to open the road. But this morning it was a lot different, but sand's softer, so it's a lot more drag on the car. But we had a wonderful time. A bit of sun in the morning in the eyes, but otherwise very nice. No animals on the road, which is quite nice.
Next to arrive was Shami Variawa and Zahir Badanya in the Bombay Jimco.
No.
It has been a long, fast haul to the service point.
Like I said yesterday, in the loop, we're gonna push as hard as we can. We passed most of the guys that were in front of us, and we knew that Franz Čepek was in front of us, and we were trying to push as hard as we can. Apparently we were 2 minutes something behind him, and then we had a blowout the last 10 Ks from him. So we'll be back on the road and push hard again to the finish.
The Ford Ranger of Woolwich and Skolthammer was the first production vehicle to arrive. All seemed fine for the reigning production vehicle champions, but hot on the heels was Bucks Carolyn in the Mitsubishi Pajero, technically the leader on corrected time. Some words of encouragement for Woolwich from R.P. Reiniger.
Well, talk to me, my brother. I'm going to push.
It's been pretty good. We had to push quite hard because we were a little bit behind. But hopefully we've made up a bit of time. We just a couple of seconds ahead of the Pajero. But now's our time when we go back. That's what we're looking forward to. That's what this car likes, this section back. This is what it didn't like. So if we can keep it like this, we'll be fine.
Hannes is out. It looks like he's got a gearbox problem. And then on the washboards, this Ford just outruns us. We were going up and down like that, checking the sky, checking the sand, and then they got past us, and we just sort of like held on to them a bit. But now we've got to go home. So let's see if we can get home in first.